We've been talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. We've been talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What happens if the Kansas City Chiefs lose? Who needs this game more? But what if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do lose this game? What if they do get beat 20-0 like Jameson is saying? What happens if they cannot bounce back? And if they lose this game, they will drop 4-5 on the season going into their bye week. They would have lost 4 of their last 5. When you talk about teams, right? I had the Kansas City Chiefs at 12-5. And when I pull up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I had them as a playoff team. I had them second place in the AFC South as the 5th ranked NFC team behind the Saints. Obviously, we don't know what the Saints are doing now, right? But I had them as a playoff team. I thought they were going to make a run at the South title, potentially win the South, right? And definitely make a deep playoff run. Being the 49ers, being the Eagles, right? I had them winning some games. Now, obviously, we cannot predict injuries. We can expect injuries to occur, but we cannot predict injuries. All of our game picks are based off of teams being 100% for the full season. Granted, that never happens. But if the Buccaneers lose this game tonight to the Kansas City Chiefs, actually just in general, they need to fill that role of Chris Godwin 100%. They have 24 hours until the trade deadline. They need a receiver. It's simple. Yes, I understand the offense is ranked 5th in the NFL right now. I get it. They're picking up the slack. But they need to go out there and get Kupp, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley. At some point, they need somebody. Trey Palmer cannot pick up the slack of Chris Godwin. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers click when Mike Evans clicks. And if you don't have anybody that's that number 2 guy, they will not be able to get Mike Evans the ball. Double teams will be a norm moving forward. There are other people out there that they could potentially get. Mike Williams is probably out on the Jets, right? Adam Thielen could be a great little pickup for them. Darius Slay. There are players out there that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could go get. But the question is their season over if they lose this game? And at first, I'm like, yes, the season's over. No Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, why come back like at this point? You are 4-5, right? The Falcons are cooking. You've already lost to the Falcons twice, right? The Saints season is washed. Panthers are washed. You play the 49ers the week after that, after your bye week, but then you play the Giants, Panthers, Raiders, Chargers, Cowboys, Panthers, Saints. So no matter of the outcome of tonight, right? As long as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go out and be buyers in this trade deadline the next 24 hours, they may not lose a game for the rest of the season. Let me repeat that for you guys. After this game versus Kansas City Chiefs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may not lose a game for the rest of the season. Wrap your head around that. Beat the 49ers, beat Giants, beat Panthers, beat the Raiders, beat the Chargers, beat the Cowboys, beat the Panthers, beat the Saints. That's an 8-game winning streak. 8 plus 4, guys, is quick math. 12. That is good enough to win the division. That is good enough to win the division. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers season is not over. Win, lose, or draw tonight, their season is not over. If they win tonight, that even catapults them to a 9-win to end out the season. Now, all of a sudden, we're talking about them as the hottest team in the NFL. Now we're talking about Detroit Lions who? Philadelphia Eagles who? Commanders who? Guys, do not sleep on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are the real deal. They're going to win 8 games in a row to end the season, be 12-5, and they're going to make some noise in the playoffs still. That's why initially I said the Kansas City Chiefs need to win this game more because the Buccaneers will be just fine. Raiders have nothing for them. Giants have nothing for them. Panthers certainly have nothing for them. The Dallas Cowboys might have a whole lot of. I bet you that game gets flexed. That's a Sunday night game. Buccaneers versus Cowboys. That's going to get flexed. So, guys, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers season over if they lose tonight's game? John says, won't let my Lions take that number 1 spot in the power rankings. Find out Tuesday. John says, Tampa Bay beats the Chiefs. They also put the L on the Lions. It's the truth. John says, it doesn't matter if the Bucs make the Super Bowl or not. They will beaten or not. They will have beaten both top dogs. This is facts. You guys didn't think about this, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did beat the Detroit Lions back in week 2. And then they come in tonight and beat the Kansas City Chiefs tonight. And they're sitting at 5-4 with 2 losses to the Falcons and the Ravens and Broncos. Like, what? Talk about head scratchers. What is going on? What is going on? But God, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be just fine. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be just fine. You know what else is just fine? Is my life.